What's going on, everyone? Wanted to do a quick little scope here and give you a little pep talk. Giving myself a little pep talk at times. Figured I would kind of explain what I'm talking about patience and how that applies to business, how it applies to life. It's something that a lot of us don't have, including myself. I've definitely not wanted to. Nice haircut, Scott. Thanks. Hey, Scott from Chicago. But that's what we're going to be talking about. Patience. Real quick, though. I got about literally less than 10 minutes. So this is going to be really quick, to the point. And yeah, so I wanted to kind of explain where my head is, where my thoughts are. And I'm sure that you guys will probably, hopefully, get something out of this little rant. Yeah, love one another. Exactly. Yeah, hold a door for someone. Let someone get out, that's trying to get out of traffic jam or whatever, right? No patience here, right? I know a lot of us. Yeah, love the rant. Hey, Scott, Nia from India. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, so, like I said, real quick, wow, I had to jump off Scott's podcast to jump on his Periscope. That's funny. So many people have said that recently, which is kind of funny. That's a little too much Scott for you. I don't know if you guys can handle that much Scott. Rico from Virginia, I always let people go first. Yeah, it's a good thing. It feels good. And the one thing I gotta say, I mean, I'm from New York. A lot of people think of us New Yorkers as being abrasive, not considerate. There is a lot of them out there, and there's a lot of them in New York. There's a lot of them in a lot of different states. I will say this, though. We're thinking about moving, we are moving to South Carolina in July. And people there are very friendly. Very, very friendly. Rebecca sharing everything. Hey, Rebecca, thanks. I was raised that way. That's good, Bubba03. That's really good. Rebecca just shared this. Thank you so much. Not too many here in Oregon. No, really? In Oregon, there's not nice people. Well, there's not people in there waiting to, or letting people go, or holding the door for people, or saying, hey, have a great day. Hope you have a great day. Or how are you doing today? I mean, man, that's the other thing too. Again, this is a rant. I'm sorry. But travel all over the place for work and have been listening to you for almost a year now. Oh, wow. Awesome. Yeah, so where was I going with that? Oh yeah, like I'll go through the drive-through at like Dunkin' Donuts, all right? And you get people that are like, you drive up and they're like, hello, can I help you? Right? And then you're like, hi, can I get a medium coffee, please? And they're like, yeah, pull up. So that irritates me to no end. If you're in a big chain and they don't, chain store, and they just don't have the customer skills. Oh my gosh, that irks me. How much better would it be to drive up, you're getting a coffee, you're getting something at the drive-thru, and they're like, hi, how are you today? Or, hi, this is Dunkin' Donuts, how can I help you today? Did you hear my tone there? My tone says everything. Everything. And so you guys are getting me going now. I don't even know how this started, but my wife will be in the car and we'll be going through the drive-thru, and I'm like grading people because their delivery is so bad, and it really just yeah. Chick-fil-A, loved Chick-fil-A. Oh my gosh, that place is amazing, by the way. All right, anyway, let's kind of get to it real quick because I do have to run here. So patience. Where did this come from? Well, I always knew patience is a really, really tough thing for anyone. A fisherman trying to get fish, you got to wait for the fish, right? If you're building a business, it's hard because you want results overnight. And, I'm talking like even longer than like 8 months, right? Like I get a lot of emails and they're like, hey, Scott, I want to start this Amazon business or a business in general. And, how long is it going to take me before I can make enough money to leave my job? Like, that's the question, right? And there's really no hard answer there, but man, if you're going at it that like with that kind of time frame type thing, that's going to be hot. That's going to be hard because it just depends how much work you're going to put in, how much you're going to be able to move through obstacles that you're going to have to conquer. That's going to happen. Like, I'll be here first one to tell you that is going to happen. Period. Right? just know that it is. I'm right now, I just finished up and I told you guys this, if you guys have watched any of my other Periscopes, you guys heard me talk that I just wrapped up the book Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk. And I'll tell you what, that really, it made me realize that it's getting dark out here already. It's crazy. It's only 5:45. So it just made me realize, like he was saying, like he started Wine Library TV like 9 years ago, or maybe even more. And he did 1,800, or it was 18 months he did before he really even had an audience, right? And then he just kept working his butt off. So it's all about patience. It's all about how much work are you putting in. I hear a lot of people say, well, I don't have a lot of time. Well, how much sleep are you getting at night? Are you getting your 8 hours that you should be getting? Well, that's great. But if you really want this thing, you have to hustle. You have to go out there and get it, right? It's not going to just all of a sudden come to you. And a lot of people say, and this is another thing that he ranted about and that I'm totally on board with, is people are like, oh, Scott, you got a lucky break, or oh, Scott, you made it, or this, that, or the other thing. And the hard truth on that, we got someone that's going to pull up here and they're going to think I'm nuts for speaking, but you basically, nothing happens. I don't believe in luck. I believe in hard work, and those opportunities that come that look like luck, those are things that happen because you worked your butt off to get to that place or to that position, right? It's funny because, Gary also mentioned there, like, everybody looks at LeBron James and goes, oh, wow, look at LeBron. Like, he got lucky, or he got his lucky break. No, he worked his butt off for 14 years playing basketball every single day until he made it, right? And he made it because he was at the right place at the right time. Yes, he's phenomenal, but he worked his butt off. So the same thing goes within business. And it's like, if you're in business and you're really saying to yourself, like, this just isn't working, I think I should probably stop. Well, if you're going to stop, then you could have been that close to where you needed to be before it was going to happen, right? Focus less on short-term profit and more on brand building long-term. Exactly. You got to have the patience, right? And that's what I think all of us, I struggle with that too, guys. I'm not sitting here, Danny Brewer, preach, brother. Yeah. It's like, I see a lot of you too love the Gary V video. He got angry with someone that said overnight success. Yeah, I just listened to that the other day. It was amazing. He went and he had high school guys that were or classmates that were coming on and emailing him and saying, hey, Gary, remember me from high school? That's so awesome that you're an overnight success now. And he's like, oh, that flared him up, and he emailed back every single person and said, if you think that it was an overnight success, I was at the age of 14, I was hustling, I was working while you guys were playing video games, or you guys were out chasing girls on the beach. I was working my butt off to learn the business of something that, and again, he talks about not being into business just for the money. He's talking about doing something that he loves to do. So when you get up, you want to do it. It's like, if you're into sports, that's all you should be like consumed with, right? So yeah, it is the long haul. Positive thinking will bring great returns. Absolutely. So I guess you guys are on the same page here. If you guys like what I'm talking about right now, go ahead and share this. Share this, swipe on the screen to the left, to the right, up, down, however that share button comes up, and then go ahead and share this with Twitter, Periscope, whatever. I want to keep doing these. Like, I get into this stuff, guys. I get fired up, and as soon as I get listening to that, something clicks, and I want to be able to take what I'm being inspired by and translating it to you, and then hopefully you can be inspired and inspire other people. Yeah, so where do you find the Gary videos? You can go on YouTube and just look up Gary Vaynerchuk, the Nerd Chuck, as he calls himself. Yeah, just go look up Gary Vaynerchuk, and he's got I think it's Ask Gary show. It's a podcast as well. I'm really liking him. Now, warning, he does have some language, some colorful language. If you guys are offended by that, do not listen to Gary Vaynerchuk. He does have some colorful language. I'm okay with that. Okay, that doesn't bother me. I'm not letting my kids listen to it. But yeah, so yeah, he's pretty spot on. Calls it like it is, and he works his butt off. But he also he says it's his family first, and then it's all about working his butt off to do what he wants to do, because he wants to wake up and be able to do what he wants to do on his own terms. And the same thing goes with your Amazon business or your e-commerce business or whatever startup you're in. If you want it bad enough because you are wanting what it's going to deliver to you, then work your butt off. Instead of watching, all of this marathons of whatever show that you're into, spend that time, doing the research, learning, applying, taking action, all of these things. That's what you want to do. So I'm a big believer in that. That's something that I need to be reminded of that too, guys. I'm not sitting here and talking from a shoebox. It's like I'm sitting here and I'm telling you that I am totally 100% with, thinking to myself sometimes, like, why isn't this going faster? Why isn't this going faster? Because I'm all about quickness, right? But quickness also gets action, gets results, and then from there we can pivot, we can turn, we can move, we can do different things by getting those results. All right, so it's not always going to be easy, but you're going to learn a ton from it. So with that all being said, patience, guys, right? Patience, have them. Like that guy beeping right now, he's concerned with something. He's mad. It's all right, unless you're beeping because someone's going to pull out and they're going to hit you. Don't beep because someone's not fast enough for you. All right, that's on that. So the other thing is I'm getting a little fired up too. I'm doing a workshop tonight for those of you that want to come and hang out with me and continue this conversation. Business can take 5+ years to make profit. That's true. I think it can happen quicker, but you're right, But yeah, so if you guys wanted to hang out, I'm doing that tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be going through the 5 phases that I used and that now a lot of people that I teach are using. The 5 phases for picking your product, sourcing, launching, promoting, all of that stuff. And I'm doing live Q&A on that as well. So if you wanted to come hang out with me, you can still register for that. Totally free, theamazingseller.com/workshop. Would love to have you attend. And that's going to wrap it up. I got to run, got to eat a little bit of dinner, get ready for the workshop, and go ahead and say hello to my kids and hang out with them a little bit. So the beeper on my car doesn't work. All right, so that's it. That's going to wrap it up. Remember, share, leave some hearts, leave some love, tell people about it, tap, tap, tap. Hey, thank you so much. And guys, remember, just like I always do, and I've changed it up a little bit too, if you guys have noticed on the new ones. This is how it goes. I'm here for you. I believe in you. I'm rooting for you. But you have to do what? Come on, say it with me. Say it loud. Say it proud. Take action. All right, guys. Have an awesome night. If I don't see you on the workshop, take action. And be good to each other. Be good to each other. It feels so good when you get that smile or that thank you or the hand gesture that says thanks for letting me in on a traffic jam, right? So take action, guys. Take action can mean just being good, right? Being nice. All right. And take action, and we'll see you guys really, really soon. All right.